Dear students, in 10th standard science, 12th chapter is electricity. You are familiar with electricity because in modern society we are using electricity for various different purposes. Electricity is a form of energy, but this energy form is utilized by man for many different purposes because it has two important characters. The characters are electricity can be controlled. It can be controlled by using various devices, and it is very convenient form of energy because electric energy can be changed into other forms of energy easily. You can convert electric energy into light. Electric energy can be changed into heat. Electric energy can be changed into mechanical energy. So it is very easy, and it is pollution free. So for this reason we are using electricity for different purposes. So, before going to study the meaning of electricity, we have to recall the things which we have studied earlier. Matter is generally made up of three fundamental particles: protons, electrons, and neutrons. These three are the fundamental particles that are present in any matter. So here each proton ಪ್ರತಿಯೊಂದು ಪ್ರೋಟಾನ್ ಕೂಡ ಕ್ಯಾರೀಸ್ ಎ ಚಾರ್ಜ್. ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಪಾಸಿಟಿವ್ ಚಾರ್ಜ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ದ ಪಾಸಿಟಿವ್ ಚಾರ್ಜ್ ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಪ್ರೆಸೆಂಟ್ ಇನ್ ಒನ್ ಪ್ರೋಟಾನ್ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಬಿ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪ್ರೆಸ್ಡ್ in coulomb. How many coulomb the charge it has? 1.6 into 10 to the power of minus 19. In the sense, in numerator you write 1.8, in the denominator you write 1 in front of 1, 19 0 you have to write. That much small positive charge is present in one proton. Similarly, each electron carries the same amount of negative charge, equal number of negative charge. But neutrons do not carry any net charge. But here I have used the unit that is called coulomb. But you know what is coulomb? So coulomb is a standard international unit or international standard unit that is that measures charge. So positive charge and negative charge of any particle can be measured in terms of coulomb. In terms of coulomb. But what is 1 coulomb? 1 coulomb is defined as the amount of charge which repel an equal and similar charge with the force of 9 into 10 to the power of 9 Newton when placed in the vacuum at the distance of 1 meter from it. So it is not that easy to understand because we don't know what is 1 Newton. First let us study what is 1 Newton. 1 Newton means the force which is necessary to pull the 1 kg weight to 1 meter distance in 1 second. 1 ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ನಲ್ಲಿ 1 kg ತೂಕದ ಒಂದು ವಸ್ತುವನ್ನು 1 ಮೀಟರ್ ತಳ್ಳಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ಬೇಕಾಗುವಂತಹ ಬಲ ಇದೆಯಲ್ಲ, ಫೋರ್ಸ್, ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಕಾಲ್ಡ್ 1 Newton. So here you have placed protons here. Protons repel protons. Electron repel electrons. But protons attract the electrons. So that is the phenomena that is called like charges repel each other. Repel ಅಂದ್ರೆ ತಳ್ಳೋದು. And unlike charges attract each other. So let us now come back to the meaning of this 1 coulomb. 1 coulomb means you have a very big vacuum chamber. You have vacuum chamber. Vacuum means the chamber that does not contain not even air. No air is there. So it is empty. It does not contain air. So that is called vacuum. So you have a vacuum chamber. In vacuum chamber you have some number of protons here, and in another side you have same number of protons, and this group of proton is kept 1 meter away from the other group of protons. So they exert 9 into 10 to the power of 9 Newton. You know what is 1 Newton? 9 into 10 to the power of 9 Newton means you have to write 9 zeros in front of 9. So that much energy is, that much force is exerted from this group of proton to another group of proton. So now we have to count the number of charges present in each group. That is called 1 coulomb. So the 1 coulomb means the amount of charge which repel an equal and similar charge with the force of this much force when placed in the vacuum at the distance of 1 meter. Now let us study what is the charge in terms of coulomb that one electron has. One electron has minus 1.6 into 10 to the power of minus 19 coulomb, whereas proton has the same value, but here it is positive sign, here it is negative sign. For electron it is negatively charged, so we are using negative charge. Protons have positive charge, so we are using positive charge, positive plus 1.6 into 10 to the power of minus. So if a material has the same number of protons and neutrons, then the net charge of the matter is, net charge of the material is neutral. It does not contain any charge at all. But in certain cases, if you rub glass rod over silk cloth, so what happens during this what is called activity? You are rubbing the glass rod over the silk cloth. Some electrons are transferred from glass rod to silk. Now glass rod donate electrons, silk receives electrons. So the silk gets the electron and it becomes a negatively charged particle. The glass rod which donates electrons becomes positively charged particles. So these charged particles exert pressure on each other. If you bring like charges, that means if you bring positive charge near the positive charge, they repel, talluttave. If you bring unlike charges, if you bring positive charge near negative charge, they attract each other. So here in the above definition, you have placed equal number of proton or electron with similar charge. If you place electron in one place of one corner of the chamber, a vacuum chamber, you have to place the same number of same charged particle in the other end of the chamber, and the distance between the two must be 1 meter. Then if they exert this much of force, if they exert repulsion force, the amount of repulsion force is 9 into 10 to the power of 9 Newton, then you can say the number of charge present in each group is 1 coulomb. Okay. Then another important properties of these charges, these charged particles, they flow from one place to another place. They cannot flow through any other material. They can flow through only conductors. Conductors are materials. They can conduct. They can allow the charged particles to flow from one point of the conductor to another point of the conductor. So We are familiar with air current. To understand the flow of charges, the flow of charges is called electricity. To understand the electric current, we can recall the things which are familiar with us. We are familiar with air current. We are familiar with water current. ನೀರಿನ ಪ್ರವಾಹ ಗೊತ್ತಿದೆ ನಮಗೆ, ಗಾಳಿಯ ಪ್ರವಾಹ ಗೊತ್ತಿದೆ, ಅವುಗಳಿಗೆಲ್ಲ ಶಕ್ತಿ ಇದೆ ಅಂತಲೂ ಗೊತ್ತಿದೆ. ವಿ ನೋ ದ ಫ್ಲೋಯಿಂಗ್ ವಾಟರ್ ಕನ್ಸ್ಟಿಟ್ಯೂಟ್ ವಾಟರ್ ಕರೆಂಟ್ ಇನ್ ದ ರಿವರ್. ಹೊಳೆಯನ್ನು ದಾಟುವಾಗ ಗೊತ್ತಾಗ್ತದೆ ಆ ನೀರು ನಮ್ಮನ್ನು ತಳ್ತಾ ಇರ್ತದೆ, ಆ ಫೋರ್ಸನ್ನು ನಾವು ವಾಟರ್ ಕರೆಂಟ್ ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ. ಸಿಮಿಲರ್ಲಿ, ಇಫ್ ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಿಕ್ ಚಾರ್ಜಸ್ ಫ್ಲೋ ಥ್ರೂ ದ ಕಂಡಕ್ಟರ್ ಈಸ್ ಎ ಮೆಟಾಲಿಕ್ ವಯರ್. ಯಾವುದಾದ್ರೂ ಒಂದು ಐರನ್ ಇರ್ಬೋದು, ಕಾಪರ್ ಆರ್ ಅಲ್ಯೂಮಿನಿಯಂ ವಯರ್ ಮೂಲಕ ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಿಕ್ ಚಾರ್ಜಸ್, ಪಾಸಿಟಿವ್ ಚಾರ್ಜ್, ನೆಗೆಟಿವ್ ಚಾರ್ಜ್ ಅದು ಫ್ಲೋ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದರೆ, ವಿ ಸೇ ದಟ್ ದೇರ್ ಈಸ್ ಎನ್ ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಿಕ್ ಇನ್ ದ ಕಂಡಕ್ಟರ್. ಅದನ್ನು ನಾವು ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಿಕ್ ಕಂಡಕ್ಟರ್ ಅಂಥೇಳಿ, ಅದು ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಿಕ್ ಚಾರ್ಜಸ್ ಅಥವಾ ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಿಸಿಟಿ ಅಥವಾ ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಿಕ್ ಕರೆಂಟ್ ಅಂಥೇಳಿ ಕರಿತೀವಿ. ಕಂಡಕ್ಟರ್ನಲ್ಲಿ ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಾನ್ ಫ್ಲೋ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದರೆ, ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಾನ್ ಮಾತ್ರ ಫ್ಲೋ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇರೋದಿಲ್ಲ, ನೆಗೆಟಿವ್ ಚಾರ್ಜ್ಡ್ ಪಾರ್ಟಿಕಲ್ಸ್ ಆರ್ ಆಲ್ಸೋ ಫ್ಲೋಯಿಂಗ್, ಪಾಸಿಟಿವ್ಲಿ ಚಾರ್ಜ್ಡ್ ಪಾರ್ಟಿಕಲ್ಸ್ ಆರ್ ಫ್ಲೋಯಿಂಗ್, ಬಟ್ ದೇ ಫ್ಲೋ ಇನ್ ದ ಡಿಫರೆಂಟ್ ಡೈರೆಕ್ಷನ್. So that is called electric current. So electric current is not the flow of only electron. It is the flow of positively charged particle and negatively charged particles, but they flow in opposite direction. Electric current is expressed by the amount of charges flowing through a particular area in unit time. Unit time means 1 second. That means, let us think, you have taken 1 meter long conductor. You have taken 1 meter long conductor. You have marked a point in the middle. Let us consider the point. Let us label the point as A. Now you have 1 second. You have to count how many charged particles, electrons, how many charged particles move through that point A in 1 second. ನೀವು ಮಾರ್ಕ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡಿರುವಂತಹ ಆ ಎ ಎಂಬ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ನಲ್ಲಿ 1 ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ನಲ್ಲಿ ಎಷ್ಟು ಚಾರ್ಜಸ್ ಓಡಿದೆ, ಆ ಸಂಖ್ಯೆಯನ್ನು ನಾವು ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಿಕ್ ಕರೆಂಟ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ ಕರಿತೀವಿ. ಸೊ ದಿಸ್ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಬಿ ಡಿಫೈನ್ಡ್ ಇನ್ ಮೆನಿ ಅದರ್ ವೇಸ್. ಲೆಟ್ ಅಸ್ ಡಿಸ್ಕಸ್ ಸಮ್ ಮೋರ್ ವಾಟ್ ಯು ಕಾಲ್ ದ ಡೆಫಿನೇಷನ್. The amount of charged particle may be positively charged particle or negative charged particle or electric charges flow through the conductor is called electric current. That means if electric charges flow, then it is called electric current. ಅಂದರೆ ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಿಕ್ ಚಾರ್ಜ್ ಹರಿತಾ ಇದ್ದರೆ ಅದನ್ನು ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಿಕ್ ಕರೆಂಟ್ ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ. ನೀರು ಹರಿತಾ ಇದ್ದರೆ ವಾಟರ್ ಕರೆಂಟ್ ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ. ಗಾಳಿ ಬೀಸ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದರೆ ವಿಂಡ್ ಕರೆಂಟ್ ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ. ಹಾಗೆ ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಿಕ್ ಕರೆಂಟ್ ಅಂತ ಈ ಡೆಫಿನೇಷನ್ ಹೇಳುತ್ತೆ. ದ ಫ್ಲೋ ಆಫ್ ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಿಕ್ ಚಾರ್ಜಸ್ ಅಕ್ರಾಸ್ ಎ ಕ್ರಾಸ್ ಸೆಕ್ಷನ್. ಕ್ರಾಸ್ ಸೆಕ್ಷನ್ ಮೀನ್ಸ್ ಎ ಪರ್ಟಿಕ್ಯುಲರ್ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್. ಆಗ ಹೇಳಿದಾಗೆ ಒಂದು ಕಂಡಕ್ಟರ್ನಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದು ಪಾಯಿಂಟನ್ನು ಗುರುತು ಮಾಡಿಕೊಂಡು ಅದನ್ನು ಎ ಅಂತ ಲೇಬಲ್ ಮಾಡಿದರೆ, ಆ ಎ ಅಂತ ಲೇಬಲ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಕ್ಕೆ ನಾವು ಕ್ರಾಸ್ ಸೆಕ್ಷನ್ ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ. ಆ ಕ್ರಾಸ್ ಸೆಕ್ಷನ್ನಲ್ಲಿ 1 ಸೆಕೆಂಡಿಗೆ ಎಷ್ಟು ಚಾರ್ಜ್ಡ್ ಪಾರ್ಟಿಕಲ್ ಕ್ರಾಸ್ ಆಯಿತು ಅಂದರೆ ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಕಾಲ್ಡ್ ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಿಕ್ ಕರೆಂಟ್. ಆ ನಂಬರನ್ನು ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಿಕ್ ಕರೆಂಟ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ. ಎಲ್ಲ ಒಂದೇ ಮೀನಿಂಗ್. ಸೊ ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಿಕ್ ಕರೆಂಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಡಿಫೈನ್ಡ್ ಆಸ್ ದ ರೇಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಫ್ಲೋ ಆಫ್ ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಿಕ್ ಚಾರ್ಜ್. ರೇಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಫ್ಲೋ ಆಫ್ ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಿಕ್ ಚಾರ್ಜ್, ಹರಿದ ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಿಕ್ ಚಾರ್ಜ್ಗಳ ಪ್ರಮಾಣ ಇನ್ ಎ ಕ್ರಾಸ್ ಸೆಕ್ಷನ್ ಆರ್ ಎ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ ಆನ್ ದ ಕಂಡಕ್ಟರ್. ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಕಾಲ್ಡ್ ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಿಕ್ ಕರೆಂಟ್. How can we express electric current in the form of formula? So this is the formula. Electric current is equal to total amount of charges or net charges by time taken. Time, the standard time we have taken is 1 second. In 1 second, how many charges are passed through a particular point? So this can be expressed by intensity of electric current can be represented by I. I is equal to quantity expressed in terms of quantity of charges expressed in terms of Q time is expressed in terms of T. So I is equal to Q by T is the formula to calculate the electric current flow through a conductor in a given time. Now let us define what is the unit to measure the current. To measure the current, we are using an unit that is called ampere. Ampere is named after the French scientist Andre Marie Ampere. So ampere is the name of the scientist. So we have given this unit name as ampere for the in respect of the scientist who worked in this field. Now let us study what is 1 ampere of electric current. 1 ampere electric current is equal to quantity of charges flow in 1 second, is it not? So 1 ampere is equal to 1 coulomb by 1 second. So 1 ampere of electric current is constituted by the flow of 1 coulomb of charges in 1 second through a particular point on the conductor. So this is 1 ampere. Symbolically 1 ampere can be represented by 1A is equal to 1C by 1S. But for measuring small quantity of electricity, sometime ampere may not be convenient. In such cases, we are using milliampere, microampere, etc. Now, what is the instrument used to measure the electric current? You know there is a meter which can measure the amount of electric current passing through the conductor. That meter is called ammeter. So ammeter is an instrument that can measure the electric current that is passing through the conductor in particular direction in unit time. So the instrument we use to measure the electric current is ammeter. So what does an electric circuit means? This is another concept. Electric circuit. Electric circuit means we are using conducting wire. This is ammeter. This is cell. So cell can be represented by this symbol. This is switch and it is bulb. So if you arrange these electrical appliances in this manner, it is switched on. If you put a dot here, it is switched on. If you won't write a dot, then it is open, switch is off. So this is called electric circuit. Here the cell has 2 points. Dry cell or battery cell has 2 ends. The brass top is considered as plus and zinc bottom is considered as minus. So positively charged particle from the battery moves in this direction. It goes to bulb and comes to ammeter and it passes through the switch and come back to the negative end of the battery. Similarly, the electrons are moving in the opposite direction. So they first reaches the switch and goes to ammeter, bulb and come back to the battery. So this path is considered as electric circuit. Now let us study what is electric circuit. The closed path along which electric current flows is called electric circuit. That means to flow electric current, this circuit should be closed. It should not have any break here and there. ಎಲ್ಲೂ ಇದು ತೆರೆದಿರಬಾರ್ದು, ಇದು ಕಂಪ್ಲೀಟ್ ಕ್ಲೋಸ್ ಆಗಿರಬೇಕು. ಹೀಗೆ then it can allow the electric current to flow. So that is called circuit. So there is another question, draw the schematic diagram of the typical electric circuit. So that you have written here. This is bulb, this is ammeter, switch and cell. So up to here we have discussed. Today we have studied what is electric current and what is the measurement or unit used to measure the electric current, and what is electric circuit, and what is 1 coulomb, and so many things. What is 1 coulomb, and what is the charge of 1 proton, and what is the charge of 1 electron. These things we have studied today. Thank you for listening the class.